Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, folks? Do you guys want to see something cool? Do you guys want to see something pretty nice? Maybe you could probably put this in your office. Maybe put this in your living room. Or you just might, I don't know. But it's up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to see something cool? Why does this keep dimming? So that's what I've been doing behind the scenes with my camera, with that super clamp, with the extension arm. I don't need to bring the tripod, even though I kind of do prefer the tripod, because there's some caveats. We're using the super clamp with an articulate arm and the ball head. But keep this in mind. This was taken with the IRIX 15 wide lens. This was used with a Canon EOS 70D, and I was using the Maven CPL, Maven filter CPL, with the IRIX CPL to give me 3 stops as a variable ND filter. So basically I combined 2 CPLs and automatically have a variable ND filter, but only 3 stops. But take it with a grain of salt. On my way back to the storage to drop off. Yeah, I was working on my laptop. I don't normally bring my laptop out, but when I do, it's only for these purposes: video editing, photo editing. What about this one? This was taken with the IRIX 150 micro lens. Oh yeah, it was taken with a micro lens. You put that micro lens on a crop sensor, now you get a 1x7 times 150 is what, everybody? Exactly. You get a good extension. It's not 150 anymore. So I'm able to get that crop. This is why I always fill the frame, so I don't waste that crop. Just examine my photographs. Now let me ask you a question. How many of you have a trained eye like that to point something that out in the sky in that moment? I wait. I want to hear the comments. I want to know how many of you have this skill set to point that out in the sky at the moment and then shoot it. And knowing the shutter speed, the aperture, and ISO off the top of your dome. Mind you, I didn't do a lot of processing. I did minimum processing because I always have this technique to always try to get it right in camera. But this will go vary based on category of photography that you shoot. Okay. What about this one? This was shot also with the IRIX 15 using Maven filters. I'm always using Maven filters, everybody. Plug, plug, plug. All day Maven filters. It's Maven filters. Maven filters. It's me. Yeah, exactly. Maven filters. Alright? I'm going to keep plugging it. I'm going to keep saying it. The best filters I ever came across in my time in photography over the last, I would probably have to say 30 years, picking up from film to digital. These are the best filters. Once again, I'm going to ask this very same question. How many of you can look up into the sky and point out this composition and get it right at the moment? Mind you, this is a very difficult shot because you are posing so much sun glare. If you're not using the right filters or the right micro lens, or well, it depends on how the quality of that micro lens is very. Keep this in mind. Shutter speed, f-stop, ISO, right on the fly, ladies and gentlemen, and get this shot. How many of you can pull this off? And this is a manual lens. This is not a autofocus lens. This is a 100. All my lenses are manual. I did have some autofocus, like the 50 from Canon, I had the 85, but that 50 got, mind you, that guy from Boston, yeah, he scammed us, remember? Yeah. Oh, he thought we forgot about him. Update, I'd let you get an update later. Because he thinks this is over. You stole from me. You're gonna pay the consequences as an American. Trust me, friend. I know you, ladies and gentlemen. But how many of you can literally say you have an eye for this type of thing? Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say that a lot of people tell you these stories, these false narratives about me doing bad things, or I have done bad things, or, ladies and gentlemen, no one in their right mind should believe those when they see a brain pattern here. This man is functioning and as a photographer. Listen, I don't even know how to shoot like that. Obviously, he knows how to shoot. There's a lot of education behind that, and there's a lot of history and a lot of years. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make sure that you understand that defamation hurts people, right? And it does. It hurts people. But people don't understand. They're like, there's consequences when you do these things. And by the way, Top General, this is from the other night. Remember? Yes, I have quite a few of these images, but I just chose one of them, and it was like, okay, I chose this one. Why does this keep dimming? Yeah, this iPhone is bugging. But I just want to point this out to the fucking haters, excuse my language. But everyone, I need your help. I need your help. I need you to subscribe, support this channel, mentally, physically. If you want financially, that's up to you. No stress, no obligation, no contracts, no sign-ups. Unless you want to subscribe, that's you, and mind you, you are in control of that sign-up right there. Because you can just hit you can say, motherfucker, I'm going to unsubscribe from you. Boom. And you can unsubscribe me back and say, hey, I unsubscribe you because you said some shit. But after a while, I started to realize, like, yeah, I'm in a different part of the world, and you're in that crazy-ass New York City. Yeah, different lifestyle. I can understand. Stress, anxiety, trauma, homelessness, craziness. Everybody is not obeying the laws. Everyone's doing what they want, how they want. Even the police, out of control. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to share a moment. You want to see something cool? I showed you something cool. And I hope you liked it. But other than that, everyone, gotta drop this stuff off. I was trying to see if anybody wanted these prints, because Panda needs some money right now, because Panda is trying to turn on his main phone, because I'm using this one is supposed to go expired to midnight tonight or something like that. Because mind you, these trials, I've been testing all these phone trials. Man, a few of them suck so bad. And I'm just saying, guys, I recommend, please, it doesn't matter if you live in New York City or not. If Visible by Horizon and Mint Mobile is available to you, those are the best choices right now, honestly. But Verizon, Visible by Horizon is so much better. Let me explain. So, you know how Mint Mobile has the 3-month plan system that you're locked in, right? But if you visit Visible by Horizon, you can choose monthly or you can choose the 3-month lock-in system. That's your choice. Because some people need some options. Some people can't afford to pay right up front 3 months. Feel me? This is a tech review, okay? And as I use their service, gaming, watching videos, watching YouTube, both was outstanding until Mint Mobile throttle. Once you go over, mind you, it's unlimited data, but it says it will throttle to 4G LTE or 4G network. So, but with Visible by Horizon, guys, it kept, mind you, you get priority LTE, which means you get much faster speeds and uploads, and I can contest to this. I'm going with that plan. You give me $45 right now. I turn my fucking phone on, get rid of this phone service, which is good, but dude, listen, I don't have to push my bit rate as much, but man, I have to push the bit rate down. Yeah, because it's overheating my battery, and this is why I don't like certain networks. Certain networks can't handle the 1080p. And this is where Horizon and Mint Mobile come on top. You live stream in 1080p, golden, right? But here is where Visible by Horizon just shot up past golden. It's God tier. It is Omega level fucking universe. This is where you can live stream in 4K. Yes, on that service you can live stream on 4K. As much as you want, doesn't matter. I got a link down in the description below, but ladies and gentlemen, holler at your boy. That is the best service. I can literally contest to this. Mind you, it's not perfect, but it is near fucking perfect because I used to have Horizon. And I used to love live streaming on Horizon because it was the best service to live stream. And still to this day, it's the best service to live stream. Second, it's first to none. But now, Visible, golden service. It gets a 4.8 out of 5 stars. Mint Mobile gets that 4.5. But everyone else just lacks on live streaming, how much you can live stream. Some don't give you priority LTE. Some don't give you other features that you need to have. Mind you, 4K live streaming is important because people want to see this real stuff. You guys want to see the quality. You want to see what's really good. You want to see detail, right? Some people pay attention to the video detail. That means you are a geek. You're a nerd for video. That's right. Applaud yourself, you fucking nerd. Because I'm a nerd too. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, those are your two options. But your best option is Visible by Horizon. So, take it with a grain of salt. This has been Panda. If you want to support the channel, the links are down in the description below. You guys want to support the channel directly, you want to support a homeless YouTuber, by the way. There's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo where you can financially support. Yeah, maybe we could go out to eat sometime, make a live stream of that. And that is where I want to make another test on Visible by Horizon. I want to go to my Japanese restaurant. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I want to go down to Kinka, and I want to, mind you guys know that is the ultimate test. Because once you go into the restaurant, you go underneath the building, sometimes you just don't get phone reception inside the restaurant. You have to go back outside. But with Mint Mobile, I was able to get reception inside. But it wasn't the best quality because it was struggling on 2 to 3 bars. Keep that in mind. So we want to test Visible at Kinka, which is this Japanese place I like to hang out, and it's affordable, it's cheap. Guys, it's like my best place I like to hang out. And mind you, my favorite dish out of all the dishes, to this day, like I said, it's Oden. Look it up, Oden. It's a Japanese, but I don't get the egg, but the potato, the starch, the yam, everything else is yum, 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 goody good. But that's my favorite dish, ladies and gentlemen. So, take it with a grain of salt. If you guys want me to go there and do a live stream there and feast, oh yeah, we should do that. Yeah. But anyway, talk to you soon. See ya.